Good morning, my beautiful friends. Namaste and welcome to this first week of a new module. So when you go to the library and you click on your true nature. So we're coming to the equinox tomorrow. And for us down here in Australia, it's the beginning of the astrological wheel starts again. And of course, in the northern hemisphere, this is spring. This is the impulse to expand, to come out, to bring the light in. So, we've got spring, we've got Easter, and all of those rituals, I guess, celebrations of a new beginning. For us down here in the southern hemisphere, it's a new beginning to turn inward, to go towards our inner self, and we come into the fall or the autumn, and it's really beautiful because the gesture of the earth is to breathe in, and so everything is called back to the earth. We're drawn away from the sun and we come back to the earth, and for us we're called in back home to ourselves. So we're not expanded and out with the light. We have to turn inwards and come towards our own light and expand our own internal light. And so that's what we're going to be focusing on for the next 6 months. We have this journey inward, and then at the winter equinox, the winter solstice, we begin to slowly come back out again. And this is, I don't know, I kind of work it in with the astrological wheel and make it a bit of fun. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is our true selves, because what is that? What is that? We're going to be moving through. I've written a little bit of stuff here in the workbook. I don't want to talk about it too much today, but we'll go on through. But this module, this week, within this module, our first week is called Your Core Self. So we're working on this model called Core, Crud and Crust. So there's what we present to the world is our crust. What is in between the core and the crust is known as our crud. And this is the hang-ups and the wounds, the places, the feelings of not being worthy, lovable enough. And then when we come deep within to ourselves, we find this beautiful core self. And when we connect to that core self, we can connect to our values, to our beliefs, to our identity. And of course, that's what this whole practice is about. That's the work that I do, is to bring you home, to let go of the crud and the crust, and to just be your beautiful, glowing, authentic self. And it sounds so easy when I put it that way, but it can be difficult when we've experienced shame and guilt, and we don't feel that we are worthy, lovable enough, and so we begin to build this persona that feels acceptable in the world. So as we move through the practice today, we've done all of this visioning work around what feels, about what we see. We kind of let go, and we took the opportunity to vision what our lives would be like, if there wasn't financial, what was the other one? Financial and time wasn't a problem, and that our circumstances were different. What would that be? And so usually our dreams are where we find our purpose and our meaning in life. So bring that to the mat today. Bring those dreams into the mat today and work from that place of dreaming to really begin to feel into your core self and what it is that lights you up. We did our Ikigai as well, so now we're going to be starting to action all of that stuff. So let's come to the edge of the mat. I could talk about it for hours and hours and hours, but I won't. Coming to the edge of the mat. In Vajrasan, remember you can come up onto your knees if your knees don't like this. So feeling the spine long. Let's set our intention for our practice today around finding that core self, around releasing the crust and the crud, or at least becoming familiar with this idea of core, crust and crud. All right. So finding your spine long and taking a deeper breath into your body. Exhaling, relaxing your face, your jaw, your shoulders and your belly. Allowing yourself to be present here in this moment for your practice of yoga. This is your time to connect your body, your breath and your mind. To withdraw from the activities of the external world and to move towards your inner world of peace and wisdom. And of course, that core self is ultimately our peace and wisdom. So opening your eyes. All right, we begin today by rising up onto the knees, coming into thunderbolt. So bringing the arms up as high as you can, parallel with the ears, lift the crown to the sky. Exhaling, we're going to come forward, keep the arms by the ears as you control your body down to the ground. So we don't flop the head down, keep it nice and strong through the neck. Come up onto all fours. We're coming into tabletop, that's one choice. Another choice is to lift up into cow. I'm going to tuck the toes under and lift up into down face dog. Let's begin today by walking out our dog, having a nice stretch for the morning. Activate your fingers so that you're not dumping into the wrist joint there. Bring the heels down, lift the tail and open through the heart. Now from here, we're going to come into cobra. So the best way to do that is to come down onto your knees, lower your hips. Now as you lower your hips, let your elbows come back towards your body, roll your shoulders back and lift up into cobra. Beautiful. Now we want to keep those elbows bent, nice and soft. So we want to have not baby cobra so much, but just a gentle cobra. Now from here, we're going to bring the forehead down to the mat. I've got too much stuff in my way here. The little studio. All right. So we bring the forehead to the mat, stretch the arms out, palms together. And now we're going to come back the other way. So we bring the hands in under the shoulders. Make sure you hug those elbows to the side of your body. Lifting up into cobra. Hands not too far forward. Make sure they're back more so than forward. Tuck the toes under, down face dog. And from here we come down into tabletop or cow, depending on the health of your spine. And sit bones to the heels. We come into hare pose, nice, strong arms. Now we lift up into thunderbolt. Keep the arms by the ears as you lift your body up to the sky. Well, maybe not your body, your fingers. Hands come down through the center line. Now if your knees don't like this, just stay up on your knees. Bring your hands to your heart center. And what's your intention for your practice today? To let go. Maybe it's to let go of the crust and the crud, or maybe it's to investigate, well, what is that false self as opposed to that true self? All right, let's move through that again a little bit quicker. So we lift the arms up by the ears. Keep those sit bones pressing down, open through the heart. Now we fold forward into hare pose. Come up into your choice and down face dog. Come into cobra and into prayer. Let's keep moving. Arms tight into the side of the body. Tuck the toes, down face dog. And we come down into cow. Make sure that those hands are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hip. And we come down into hare, nice and strong. Lifting up and bringing the hands back down. So some attributes that are going to help you to reach the intention that you've set for yourself today. What are those great things about yourself that will help you to get there? Okay. One more time. Great qualities, not things. Oh, sorry, lifting up. And coming back to cow and to down face dog, to cobra, and peeling down to prayer. Now it's possible to take a breath here. Let's keep moving back through. We come to cobra, to down face dog, to cow, to hare pose, lifting up into thunderbolt, and hands down through the heart center. Beautiful. Take a breath here. And what is a belief? That underlying belief, your belief, not just a belief, your belief around your intention. So there's something deep within you, a belief that you have, which is why you set this intention today. So become aware of that. All right. Now we're going to come through our vinyasa again. So we just raise up onto the knees into thunderbolt. Now get that beautiful extension here if you can. And we fall down. We come to cow and to down face dog. All right. Now we're going to step forward on the right foot. Now make sure your right foot is in the right lane, your left foot is in the left lane. Now we're going to come up to warrior one. If your lower back isn't strong, then take your arms back to lift up into warrior one. If you're feeling that your core and your lower back is in really great condition, you can swing the arms forward by the ears. Use your whole body to lift up into warrior one. Nice. Now from here we're going to come into warrior two. So warrior two, we look down the center line straight ahead through the middle finger there. And what you want to be careful of is not to let this knee fall forward. You want to keep that knee pressing out, feeling strong. This is warrior pose. Beautiful. All right. Let's lower the left arm, bring it around, come back to warrior one. Now that's pressing forward from the sacrum and opening through the chest, extending back. And warrior two. Beautiful. And again. Warrior one. And warrior two. Now this time from warrior two, we're going to lower the back arm down to the leg. Turn the front palm over, so that's the right. And we're going to inhale into dancing warrior. And take 3 breaths here. All right, and now with our next exhale or inhale, let's bring the hands back to shoulder height. As you exhale, we're going to windmill down, come back, come up onto that back toe, come back into down face dog, and we come back through our vinyasa to cow, to hare, to thunderbolt, and we take a breath. All right, let's come to the other side. Inhale, lifting up, extending the spine nice and long. Exhale, folding down. Coming up onto all fours and down face dog. All right, this time we take a step through with the left foot. Drop that right heel down, left foot in the left lane, right foot in the right lane. Now you decide which way you want your hands to go, whether they go forward or back. All right, pressing the hips forward, drawing the sit bones down towards the ground. Drawing the left hip forward, right hip back so that you're feeling strong in your hips. This is where you get your stability from. Lengthening. Beautiful. All right, let's go to warrior two. Warrior one. Just be gentle through the back leg there. Be mindful of your knee. Just working with the foot against the mat. And warrior 2. All right, let's bring that right hand down to the leg, left hand turns to the sky. Inhale, we've got a side bend here, so open those ribs. Keep those sit bones drawing down, nice and strong and stable through the core. 3 breaths here. All right, let's lift the arms back to warrior 2. And now we windmill down. Come back into down face dog. Nice, open through the chest, lift the tail. Okay, down to the knees and extend the spine. Sit bones to the heels, lengthen out through the arms here. Lifting up onto the knees now. And hands down through heart. Take a breath. Good going, everyone, well done. Let that crust melt away. Notice your self-talk. Are you encouraging yourself? Notice that self-talk, and if you're berating yourself, ask yourself, whose voice is that? You might be surprised. All right, because it's not you. Okay, here we go. We're going to come back through. So we're going to come up onto the knees. Folding down. And into cow. Now we're going to pivot out on the left knee. Make sure your left hand and your left knee are in alignment with each other. The right toe points towards the end of your mat. So you have this line. And then from here, we're going to raise the arm up to the sky. So bring your right arm up to the sky. Take a breath here. Actually, we're going to take 3. All right, now we're going to lift up. So use your whole body to lift up onto your knee. Find your balance here. Draw that pubic bone up towards your navel. And now we're going to come into the side bend. So we bring the right hand down. Left hand comes up and overhead. Now, if it feels good, make sure you keep this arm and shoulder blade drawing back. Look, you can look up if that feels good for you. Couple of breaths here. Beautiful side bend, opening up through that left side. All right, now we're going to windmill down. Going to come back around. Let's bring the sit bones to the heels, the forehead to the mat. Let's lift up onto the knees. And let's come back down. All right, let's continue. Go to the other side. Inhale. And we float down nice and strong through our core. Slide those hands in. All right, so this time we're going to pivot out on the right leg. Make sure your right hand, your right knee are in alignment as you point your toe towards the edge of the mat. So that right knee is, or the right foot is coming out the back of the mat. Raise the arm up. Couple of breaths here. Excuse my back. I think it's important for you to get the back view and the front view. All right, let's lift up, arms to shoulder height. And now we lower this arm down, come over to the side. Take a few breaths here. So we're stretching through the right side this time. Opening up, draw that shoulder blade back so that you're really coming. It's like you're between 2 pieces of glass and you can't roll forward and you can't roll backwards. You just are between those 2 pieces of glass. Beautiful. All right, let's windmill the hands down, coming back into cow or tabletop, whatever works for you. And now those sit bones to the heels, forehead to the mat, lifting up. And hands to heart. Beautiful. Now we're just going to go through that vinyasa a couple of times. Here we go. Inhale. And folding down. Just let go now. Let that breath flow through your body. And we're going to come back again. So we're not going to down face dog now, just coming through and down. We'll do that 2 more times. Just flowing, building energy, coming into that up state. So you can bring in those fun thoughts, all those great things you've got going for today. You could see it as the drib-drab job that you've got, or you can bring a bit of joy in and go, yeah, this is what I'm doing with my life. This is so good. All right, lifting up onto your knees. We're going to swing the arms behind the body as we fold forward. Turn your head one way. And now inhale, come back up into Thunderbolt. Exhale to Child's Pose as you turn your head the other way. Inhale back up. We're going to do this a couple more times. All right, one more round. And from here, we bring the hands down through the center line. Let the sit bones come to the heels. Take a moment to feel great about your practice today. And when you're ready, coming into that lying position where you can relax. Let this beautiful practice integrate into your body. So as you lie down and transition from movement to stillness, let each exhale carry away those masks and those labels that we wear, those behaviours that we've created to make other people happy, that don't make us happy, where we feel like we've compromised ourselves. And we let all of that fall away as we come into this restful, peaceful moment of stillness. And now taking a deeper breath into your body. And as you exhale, inviting movement back into your body. And allow this movement to bring you up into your comfortable seated position for this morning. All right. Once you've found that comfortable seat, just allowing your spine to be long. Let your shoulders fall away from your ears and your belly and jaw to be soft. And noticing the breath. Feeling as if your whole body were breathing in and breathing out. expansion of your body on the inhale and the softening of your body with the exhale. And now bringing your awareness to your heart center. Just allow all of your awareness to come into the center of your chest. And you know what that is. It's when you gasp, take a and you bring your hands to your chest. That's your heart center. So come to that area of your body and just watch the breath at the heart center. And now see a ball of light. Now the color doesn't really matter so much. Just see a vibrant, vibrant light. A ball of light in at your heart center. And now allow this light to begin to grow. Let it grow larger and larger so that it fills your chest and fills up into your shoulders, through your neck and your head. Let your arms light up. Let this beautiful light stream down through your arms and into your wrists and your hands. And now see your whole torso fill up with light. The back of your body, the front of your body, your abdomen, your pelvis. See that inner light. Feel that glow. And now let that light stream down into your thighs, your knees, your calves, your shins, your ankles, your feet, and all 10 toes. Just notice this vibrant light. And as we work with this light every morning, we work with our true nature. Drastuh, that self, the true self, that one that has something to do here on this earth, in this one beautiful life. You have a purpose. Your life is filled with meaning. And it's when we connect into this core self that we can begin to live this authenticity and this uniqueness. So now bring this beautiful shining light out into the space in front of you and into the space behind you, in the space to the left of you, to the right of you, above you and below you. Feel yourself within this space and within this light. And now bringing the hands together at the heart center. Rub the palms of your hands. And when they're lovely and warm, place them over your eyes, your face. Beautiful. And now, taking your hands away. Namaste. Thank you for joining me here today to discover our core self. This is such an amazing journey. And of course, this is just the beginning of turning inward and coming in towards that core self, to come towards that light. And of course, here in the Rise and Shine, we light that up every single day. I take you through that same meditation every day so that you ignite that core self, so you're glowing and alight with love and compassion and kindness and ready to shine that light out into the world, your true nature. And of course, that authenticity and that uniqueness is what we love about people, when we can be with someone and they can be fully themselves without apology, without explanation or justification. They just are who they are. We always love to be around those people, and each one of us is striving to be exactly that, just living in our uniqueness, living in our purpose, in our meaning, and contributing in a way that that lights us up and also lights other people up. It's a win-win that we're after. So for those of you that are sticking around, grab your journal and let's journal into what you experienced this morning. Any questions that you have around Crud, core Crud Crust, that beautiful model that was given to me by a wonderful woman called Remi Pearson. She's done a lot of work around this kind of stuff. So any questions that you've got, write them down and we'll discuss them in our when we get together. For everybody else, have a wonderful day, and I will look forward to seeing you on the mat on Wednesday. Bye for now.